Hey, what's up, Athletic Cup Series fans? I am back from Talladega. The school year is over for me. I just took my last couple exams today, so I'm excited to get towards the summer and filming some Athletic Cup Series races. But I just want to tell you about my trip to Talladega. It was a good time. Sure, we didn't see the best of races there, but I still thought the race is pretty good in person. There's a lot of action on the track that you guys probably missed through the loads of commercials. Actually, that wreck in Turn 4, I sat in Lincoln Tower. That's pretty close to Turn 4. So that was like my first ever big wreck experience. It was pretty cool to see that live. I saw Jimmy Johnson spinning really before he even started spinning because I could see William Byron going up the track. So I saw that whole wreck. They hit hard into the wall. It's kind of like you see it on TV all the time, and then you're shocked when you see it in person. That's how the force and brutality of a NASCAR wreck. So I see the thrill aspect that fans love to see now. I always used to think, oh yeah, wrecks aren't the biggest thing, but you see one and you kind of start to crave more. Even though I know they're violent, please don't take this out of context, but it's just kind of like a thrill aspect. Once you see it live, you learn to kind of, it's almost like a beauty in a way. It sounds bad either way I say it. You know, I'm probably gonna get ridiculed either way, but seriously, a big wreck experience in person it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm glad everyone's okay, for sure. I don't mean it like I don't want to see him get hurt, hit the wall hard. But just seeing a wreck live in person, it was pretty neat. And then, yeah, of course, Joey Logano won. I've been to 4 restrictor plate races, and Joey Logano has won 3 of them. So maybe I need to go to more restrictor plate races for you Joey Logano fans. All 3 of you. Just kidding. I know he's got a pretty good fan base. But yeah, cool race. I had a good time. I love Talladega. I'd love to go there again. Here, I'm going to show some clips, some footage I filmed. But first, I need to show you what I got there. Alright, so a couple things. I didn't get too many new diecasts, but I found a lot of merchandise tents across the road, because they can't be on the property, of course. But they had a lot of old school diecasts, and you guys know that I am making an ACS 1999 series right now, so I'm kind of into old cars right now. I like the old paint schemes, the 90s schemes, the early 2000s, so you're going to be seeing a lot of that here. And here's one of them. It's already out of the case because the stupid case is kind of weird. I don't like it, so I'm just going to keep this guy out of it. But this is Kenny Wallace, 1998, Square D Ford. Very cool looking car. I actually got his other paint scheme that year as well. I'll show you in a bit. But first off, this is Jeff Gordon's 1996 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Very cool. Glad I got that car. I don't have it, surprisingly. So I'm glad I got that. Very nice car. Then another Jeff Gordon car. I don't have this one either, surprisingly. This is the 1993 Chevrolet. Not sure what they ran back then. Doesn't say in the car. But yeah, these cars are weird. Like, you can see they're like, it's like they have a top and a bottom. They just clip them together. Very, very weird way to make diecasts back then. But it was 1993, so I mean, they don't have the best kind of stuff to make cars. Here's a neat one. Jeff Burton's Busch Series car from 1998. Always was a fan of this car. I'm glad I got it. He's sponsored by Track Gear. Very neat looking race car. Number 9. Of course. Here's Kenny Wallace's other paint scheme from 1998. Very neat looking diecast. And all these cars were $2 a piece. So definitely, well, not all of them, but most of them were $2 a piece. Some were, I think, I got some 3 for $10, some were $2 a piece. So very good deals all around. I believe this one is 1996. That's what it says on the case somewhere here. It's from 1996, but I'm not too sure when the paint scheme is from, because this car looks really old, but I think they ran the Thunderbird back in 1996. Not sure when the Taurus came into the sport. But that's a very cool Rusty Wallace car. And then for the 1999 series, I finally got an official Dale Earnhardt 1999 car. I looked on eBay everywhere for this thing, but could not find this, like just the black car. I found the 25th anniversary on a deck lid, but I already had that. So I'm glad I got the 1999 Dale Sr. I think I've been racing a 96 or 97 Dale Earnhardt in that 1999 series. So it's going to be cool to have Dale Earnhardt blend in with the show. And then another 1999 car. I have this car in like the Racing Champions version, but they don't roll as well as whatever brand this is, Action. Duh. They don't roll as well on the track without the rubber tires. So I'm glad I have a Darrell Waltrip with the rubber tires on the car. Once again, a $2 fine. You can't beat that, really. I mean, yeah, if you find a dollar bin, but for a car that quality, $2, heck yeah. And then, since I like Dale Jarrett, I got his 1995 number 28 Haviland Ford. Love that car. And then, the car I lost. I mentioned that at the beginning of a race once. I lost this car, and guess what? Found the better version of it, the Action version, for $2. Like, heck yeah. That's awesome. So I found a lot of cool stuff. But guess what? There's more. These ones were a little more expensive because they're 2000. I don't have this car. I'm shocked I don't have this car. I could have swore I had it, but I don't have it. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2000 Budweiser Olympics car. I do have the 124 of this, though. But now I have the 164, and I thought it was pretty cool how this comes off the base. And then, you guys seen this car? Matt DiBenedetto is going to be running it as a throwback. It is Jeff Burton's 99 XI 2000 Ford Taurus. Looks good. Definitely a cool car. So glad Matt DiBenedetto is racing this thing. And then this car also, I took it out of the box to check it out, and this car also comes off the base. So I'm probably going to keep this in the box because the box is actually really cool. And also, I kind of want to go on a rant in this video. Like, look at all the different diecast brands that there were back in the day. Okay, you have Winner's Circle. You have Racing Champions over here. This is Action, which is now technically Lionel. This is Team Caliber. Look at all the different kinds of diecasts that used to be made, and now you only have Lionel. Like, just a sad state we're in right now. Alright, so moving on. This is a 1998 Ernie Irvan Skittles Wildberry Pontiac. I love Wildberry Skittles, so that's why I got that car. And then this one's really cool. It will be making some debuts in ACS 99, especially since Jeff Burton's up there. I think he's third or second in points in my 99 series right now. This car is awesome. Instead of the black, it's gold. So yeah, definitely look for this car to be in some races here and there. I got about 5 races left in the 99 series. So that's going to be fun to have that car rolling around. And then this car, I am so excited to put into the 1999 series. Terry Labonte, look at this thing. It's beautiful. I like colors, okay? I like colors. So that would be fun to have. And then I got, he might make his debut into the 99 series since this is a 1999 car. One of the most hyped up Busch Series drivers of all time, Casey Atwood. I believe Black Flags Matter, or I forget the other guy's name that does those kind of videos, did a video. I think it's Black Flags Matter. He did a video on Casey Atwood. Very good video. You kind of learn a lot about how hyped up he was. Kind of reminds me of Chase Elliott, I'm not going to lie. But actually, no, not really, because Chase Elliott's been outperforming Casey Atwood by a million times. But just like Casey Atwood has rushed the cup, kind of like Elliott, kind of like Larson, kind of like basically all the young guys now. Everyone's being rushed to cup, and that's why they're not winning, because they're so young. It's crazy. Double E Dud actually did a fantastic video on why the young drivers aren't doing so good. That he uploaded that, I believe, yesterday, and this probably 2 days ago when this video comes out. So definitely check out Black Flags Matter and Double E Dud. Of course, I'm pretty sure everyone that's subscribed to me has subscribed to both of them. So yeah, definitely some good videos out there on NASCAR lately. The NASCAR YouTube community is very strong right now. I think it's the strongest it's ever been. I should do a video on that. Okay, never mind. Let's get back on topic here. I'm so off topic. And then 2000 Jerry Nadeau. Love this car. He ran for Hendrick for a couple of years. I think he also ran the UAW scheme. That was also a nice looking paint scheme. But I'm glad to have this one. I do have this, but in my collection, I'm missing wheels and it's all scratched up. That's why I'm buying a lot of these old cars, because when I was a kid, I just did not treat my diecast nicely. And then this is a favorite of mine. Derek Cope Skittles. Very cool looking. It says $5, but I think that's an old sticker. This was $2, so very nice looking race car. Beautiful. Actually, if you're an ACS fan, do you know this was my Gino Harvey's throwback for the Season 7 of the Darlington races. And then I believe that is the rest of the old cars. And some of you might have seen the hat I was wearing, but I got a William Byron hat. So pretty cool to see yellow 24s back. That's what I was kind of bothered with Chase Elliott driving the 24. It wasn't really traditional 24. And that's why I'm happy Exalt is back on the 24 as well with William Byron. And how about William Byron leading some laps at Talladega? That was freaking amazing. Alright, so now the 2018 diecasts that are a whopping $10. 10 bucks! These were all $2. Are you kidding me? Anyways, I digress. These cars will probably be cheap in the future. Maybe not Chase Elliott, but you'll see. Okay, so I got the Hooters car. Very cool looking race car. I actually thought he was racing this at Dega. I was kind of disappointed. I decked out in Hooters gear. I was waiting, I was ready to see that Hooters machine on the track. Unfortunately, it was not. I've got my sponsors mixed up. Not sure when he's racing Hooters this year. Alright, then Kelly Blue Book. I love this car. A lot of people don't like it, but I really, really think this looks good on the number 9 machine. Chase Elliott's number 9 looks really good. It's cool to see him back in that, honestly. Like I said earlier, the 24, it just didn't feel like it fit with him. I think William Byron's a better fit for that. I'm glad Chase is back in the 9. And then I got this one, the Sun Energy car. And, Lionel, what are you doing, guys? Like, come on. You see this? I checked on a lot of cars, and the 9 looks like this on this side. And then on this side, it looks better. If you can see the 9, it's so far up. I mean, I hope I didn't get a defective one, but I looked on a couple and they were like that. So I'm not too sure what's up with Lionel with the number 9 placement on the Sun Energy car. So there's all my diecast I got. Had a good time at Dega. Hopefully going back soon. So everybody enjoy the video montage. If you stayed for this long, congratulations. Seeing all my diecast. Now continue watching and enjoy some footage from the race. Peace.
At this race, actual lap as the Motor Racing Network continues coverage of qualifying here at Talladega Superspeedway. Boyer third, Joey Logano fourth, and Brad Keselowski fifth, followed by Alex Bowman, David Regan. Again on the racetrack coming through the trial right now. Let's see what kind of numbers he can put up on the board as we wind down pole qualifying for the Cup Series.
Plate racers out here. What is it that makes you good here? And what do you
That's about it. I mean, yeah, so much of it is survival, and you know, we've just been pretty fortunate.
Fast man now. Is he going to top his teammate? Here he comes. Kevin Harvick behind the wheel.
Right at the bottom of the track, right on that yellow line as he comes for the triumphal. Here he comes to the line with the checkered flag, is already waving. Kevin Harvick goes to the...
Side by side for it. He's on a real charge right now. Daniel Hemrick out front. 2 by 2 by 2, about 10 rows deep beyond that.
That's what John Hunter Nemechek was leading the charge. Lap number 1 in books. Pole sitter Daniel Hemrick.
Front 2 cars have broken away right now. Daniel Hemrick and Ryan Reed up front right now. Then side by side the teammates. Elliott Sadler on the outside. Justin Allgaier down low as they race off turn 4.
What does stage 2 have in store right now? Like the field behind the pace car having a difficult time just weaving their way through the debris field.
Quite the debris field, off of turn number 2 and onto the back straightaway. It looked like a lot of foam from one of the cars that got their doors, literally the door ripped off. It might have been the Dylan Lupton car. He has climbed from his machine. Chad Bishop's car also stopped back here. Spencer Boyd climbing out of his car a moment ago. The 3 cars left here on the back straightaway. But yeah, a lot of debris, and the race leaders had to go weave through it a moment ago. Now here comes Hendrick trying to battle back on the low side with help from Elliott Sadler. He moves up on the inside of Brian Reed trying to take it away. Elliott Sadler tries to make it 3 right now and about to the lead. And then
Separates the bases from the apron. He'll pull lead over Brian Reed. Chevrolet.
Sadler has it. He's leading that group, but coming hard on that bottom side. Christopher Bell leading Ryan Reed side by side for the lead off of turn number 4.
Finish line, and it will indeed be Elliott Sadler.
Second place car, Christopher Bell.
3 wide a little bit further back from Tyler Ritter. 3 wide. Gallagher from the low side right now. Gallagher pulling away. He's in front right now.
Spencer Gallagher by a car and Hennick in second. They are 3 wide from third on that. Gallagher, he'll win his first career.
For the first time, Stenhouse to the inside of Denny Hamlin as the inside lane advances. Now Joey Logano to the inside of Denny Hamlin. That's the battle for the fifth spot as they come off turn 4. Hamlin just trying to stay up with the field. He is on the outside of the racetrack already, has drifted back to 5th, and now here comes Joey Logano.
Will become a concern later on because, well,
Well, the new leader just ahead on the lap car. Caution free. This is race update.
It is indeed Ryan Newman. It's his mark.
And they are on pit road now. Lap 44 for the stops.
Side Brad Keselowski, and he has drafting help from Jamie McMurray as Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano lead the way behind. Hendrick in that Chevrolet. He is going to lead the field across the with some drafting help from Ryan Blaney. Top 4 cars all still on fire. He gets in the line behind Ryan Newman in the outside lane at about that 20th position, while behind race leader
Junior on the charge. He's in the 5th spot, leading that outside lane, trying to get some help, and there's plenty there.